Stephen has a weird way of explaining what he wants. Any excuse to get out this Frank Zappa quote, and I will do so. Talking about music is like dancing about architecture. Well, that was wonderful. So sometimes there is no scientific, accurate way to describe what you're going for, and you can lapse into producer speak. There's a melody on one of the tracks on the Raven album which does this kind of thing. You need lots of reverb to go there. Doing a few takes of that in the studio, and he wasn't quite persuaded by any of it, so finally in desperation he said, can you make it sound more like a lonely Swede lost in the forest? And the really disturbing thing is, I said, do you mean like this? And played it like that, and he said, exactly. So I kind of enjoy working with Stephen, because in that context, mostly I'm willing to kind of get off the shred hero pedestal and just say, well, I can play a few different styles and operate this with some level of competence. How can I use what I know to make you happy and make your record sound closer to the thing that's in your head? And then when he talks like that, somehow I kind of know what he means. We have a good line of communication. Even though the story I just told you, that shouldn't be possible, but somehow I knew what he meant. And it's fun to work with someone like that. In terms of how much freedom, there are little bits where clearly that's the time to do your own thing, and there are other sections where you listen to what's on the demo and you think, that's a guitar part, that's part of the song. This is not my excuse to sweep pick or solo or try and improve it, because the song is defined partially by the part that's already there. I think if you care about the big picture and not just about giving a good account of yourself, not everything is an audition tape for how awesome you are. Sometimes you're only a little thing and you're trying to be part of a team and make the song sound better. And if you have that mentality, you're going to know when to stretch out and when to respect the song the way it already was. So
clearly you enjoyed having someone who could really stretch out. So like you'll big chunks of space on the Raven record on the drive home. Like that. But Stephen, I feel Stephen really considered did that. That's why
I'm still in the band, so hopefully, yeah. No, it was a good experience. I really did enjoy being able to put on a different hat and kind of record a different side of what I do and reach some different people. My normal shred crowd, dare I say, so I play really fast but with some chromatic notes in there. If I made them listen to the drive home solo, they would probably want their money back. There's not enough trickery going on. But that is kind of part of what I do, and it was nice to find the right home for it. If that makes apologies to those of you who haven't heard the Stephen Wilson album, The Raven That Refused to Sing, because that's what we've been having this little chat about. Onward and upward. Hello.